Ashley?
Yes.
Are you sneaking out in the middle of the night?
I mean, I am leaving, but, you know, it's to get away from the stressful situation. Us arguing all the time, you know.
At 1 o'clock in the morning?
I mean, it's not that late sometimes, but, you know.
How late is it?
How often, Mike, is she leaving?
She's been leaving, you know, once a week for the past month.
What time?
Middle of the night. You know, I'll just be laying there playing on my phone. She'll be in the restroom, you know, putting makeup on and stuff, but I'm not. I realize it afterwards. I'll go in there. It'll be silent. I'll be like, hold on a second, and then there she is, gone. And then I'll, yeah.
You know, she doesn't even bother to tell you that she's leaving? She just bounces?
Bounces, dips out.
He won't let me
Yep.
leave. He'll block the door.
So do you think
half the
that
time.
he has a right to ask, or is that him being controlling?
I mean, I think he has a right to ask where I'm going, but I'm not doing anything, you know, horrible. I'm going out with friends.
But wait a minute, Ashley. You said you're going out with friends, you
Yeah.
go out to relieve stress, but you told our producer that you actually have seen some of the men that you've dated in the past when you're sneaking out the house.
That's true. Yes.
Okay, so that's a completely different statement than relieving stress and going out with girlfriends.
I mean, there's some other girls present, yes, that I know. I mean, I'm not.
Come on, Ashley. Girls present. You're seeing a man when you sneak out that house at night. Let's just call it what it is.
And Ashley does have a history of cheating. I mean, we just saw that in the tape. But also, Mike, you have a history of cheating too, right, on Ashley?
Yeah, at the beginning. Yeah, at the beginning of the relationship, you know, almost 5 years ago. Yeah, there was incidences where it happened. Yes.
Okay, so yeah, it's really hard to rebuild that trust sometimes, you know, when that's already been broken. And oftentimes when you've already been on the other side of it and you've cheated yourself, you can see how it happens and it makes you more suspicious. What have you guys tried to do to rebuild that trust?
Well, really nothing. I mean, we argue so much about just like little things. All of it's money, you know, just how I wake up in the morning or something, but we haven't really taken any steps to rebuild trust.
But Ashley, you're talking about these little tiny arguments you're having, but one of the arguments you're having is about this man that was Mike's friend, a handyman that you slept with, that you actually went to live with for 6 months.
Yes, I
That's not
did.
a tiny little thing.
No, I don't consider it tiny, but we had splitting up at the time, you know, and I was moving on from the situation. I moved on from the relationship at that point, and then.
How long were you
So when you moved on with his friend?
I wouldn't really consider him his friend.
Mike, was
but
he your friend?
He was my friend.
I guess he
Okay.
considered
Yeah,
him
he
his
was my
but-
friend.
How long were you guys broken up before you moved on?
We were broken up at least 2 months, and then, you know, I was seeing the handyman, and then basically,
You just
know,
gotta roll past that. We're broken up with him, I gotta say the
I mean, like,
handyman.
I was attracted to him and his work ethic. He
But
was
someone said
attractive.
you moved in right away with someone else?
Yes, I did.
And
Why? Why did you do that, Ashley?
Our relationship had gotten pretty bad at that point. You know, he was saying, like, I don't want you here anymore. Nobody likes you.
I'd like to know, what is your relationship? Because I'm sitting here really nervous because I don't sense any love here. I don't say
I know.
sense anything.
I know.
So what is your relationship?
I do love him, but I think there's just a lot of resentment.
A lot of resentment where?
Basically, we have had 2 children together, but I had chosen to do adoption, to give them to a family that couldn't have children. So, and I chose those decisions at that time because, you know, our relationship was yet again just chaotic. I didn't want to bring children up in that drama.
So you believe that that's the seed of the resentment, that's where
yeah.
it initially started from?
And he did not want to go through with the adoption.
I know.
And, you know, it was hard at first for me, you know, just going through all the emotions and the hormones, but he always brings it up. Like, you know, I want to
If you know, so if you know that you're in a toxic relationship, you've already given one baby up for an adoption, why allow it to happen again?
I didn't want it to. I mean, like,
Come on, Ashley. You gotta know about birth control.
I was on birth control, then I just missed the doctor's appointment, and, you know, I was kicking myself in the, you know, butt over it, but I stand firm in my decision. I think it was the best decision for the 2 children.